Okay, hi you guys, it's Kels again, and today I'll be doing a foundation and highlight and contour video for you guys. I had one of these up before, but obviously my quality is better now. So the first thing I'm going to be taking is this Smashbox face primer, and I'm going to just apply this all over my face so you know the makeup stays long and stuff. Next we're going to move on to foundation. So the foundation I'm going to be using is this MAC Mineralized foundation in the shade NW45, and we're gonna apply it because this is my personal one. I can just apply it all over my skin, and this foundation is a bit darker than my skin actually, but I don't mind. That's because that's the look I'm going for anyways. So I'm just going to use this Real Techniques I think it's a buffer brush, and I'm just going to buff this foundation into my skin. Make sure you get everywhere, and the remaining you just rub it underneath your neck. If you're satisfied with what your foundation look like, we can move on to concealing. So the concealer I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm not sure of the shades. I'm not sure of the shade, but yeah, we're going to apply this underneath our eyes. It's a bit light than my skin tone, but hey, I went for a darker foundation, so I need a lighter concealer to bring back the color onto my face, and I'm going to be using the Real Techniques blending brush to apply this as well. So this is the Real Techniques blending brush, and this is what I'm going to be using to apply my concealer. And so we're going to take the concealer and put it underneath our eyes. We're going to highlight everywhere that is, everywhere that you want to stand out. We're going to highlight there, and that will be the places that the light hits first. So if you look at my face right now, the light is hitting my forehead, underneath my eyes right here, my cupid's bow, and my chin. So these are the first places you see that is highlighted. So we're going to enhance that with the concealer. A lighter concealer will be preferable. So I'm going to apply it underneath. And also on her nose, forehead, and a little bit underneath her chin, and her cupid's bow. Yeah, looks a bit scary, I know, but we're gonna blend it out with the Real Techniques blending brush. Mine is so if you want to further highlight, just tap underneath your eyes. If you haven't got this sponge, the Beauty Blender is like it, but obviously this is a cheaper version, so I'd rather you go for this, or like the sponges that you like get in the beauty supply stores. You can also use that, but this is like what, $5.99, so it's quite cheap. So I'm sure you guys can get it, and it does the job perfectly. If you can see, it's all blended out. And we're gonna blend what's on her nose as well, all the way up to her forehead. At your face and go more for a dramatic, look. You can also highlight right here as well, and we're gonna blend that out. The same beauty blender, well, Real Techniques blending sponge. Okay, so obviously this is way too light for my complexion, so we're going to tone it down with the Max Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45 actually. So this is what it looks like, and we're going to apply that on top of the Maybelline concealer. Okay, so I apply that underneath my eyes, and I'm going to blend it out with my sponge. And all you do is just tap it, tap the sponge onto your face, and that will just do the blending for you. There's no need to rub it around. And for like the edges, you're going to take the side of the blender that you haven't like added any product to and blend all the edges. See the difference? You can't see where it started or where it stopped. Next, after you highlight, you need to contour just to bring some more color back to your face. And to contour, we're going to use a darker, powder or a darker concealer if you want to go with the, liquid and powdered look. But for now, I'm just going to use the powder, I think. But obviously, if you wanted to use like a darker foundation or a darker concealer, you'd apply it to your cheeks, like the hollows of your cheeks, right where you see this line. I naturally have that anyways, but to like further define it, you can always apply it there, down your nose, around here, and a little bit under here. Yeah, so I'm just going to use a powder to do that actually. And before I do that though, I need to set this concealer with a powder. So I'm going to use the Ben Nye banana powder. So I'm going to be taking the Ben Nye powder along with my same sponge. I'm just going to dip it like that. I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes. Like so. So all we're doing now is just setting the concealer. So wherever you apply concealer, you'd apply this powder. And I'll leave a link in the description box of where you can buy this stuff, because I know on eBay they're selling like little sample size little bags and stuff, but if you want the full thing, I'll leave the link for you. And I also noticed that it's getting a bit more expensive than what it normally was. Don't know why, but yeah. And now we're gonna contour, okay? So now we finished with our highlighting. I know it's a bit of a mess, right? But we're gonna dust it away as we go along, okay? So I'm gonna take this face form, and it's by Sleek, and we're gonna use the darkest shade, and this is in the shade medium, yeah? So I'm gonna use the darkest shade right here along with this tapered brush. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Yeah, so as you can see, it's got a little point to it. If you haven't got this, you can use the Real Techniques contour brush. Looks like this. And yeah, but I'm going to use this fluffy one right here because it blends a bit better. So yeah, we're going to use the darkest part of the palette, and we're going to apply it to the hollows of the cheeks. You can go in circular motions just to make sure you blend it out. Blend it upwards into your highlight, not too much. Blend it upwards, and we're gonna add it to our temples and our forehead. So make sure you blend everything as you go along. Blending is your best friend at this point. And also we're gonna add it underneath here on a jawline. This is for people like me that's got like really rounded face, so I want my face to look a bit more on the slim side, okay? So we're gonna apply this underneath our jawline. If you already got chiseled jawline, already have a chiseled face, you can really not do this step. But for me, I've got a round face, so I need it, okay? So yeah, let's just apply it. Just to make her face look a bit more slim. And then we're going to move on to a smaller brush. Let me find one. So I'm going to use this one right here. This is just from eBay as well. They sell them in like a set of about 10 or less. So I'm going to use this for my nose, okay? So again, we're going to dip it in the darkest one, and we're going to put most of the pigment right in here, and we blend it down with the excess, okay? So take the brush, land it right in here, blend it, and then bring it downwards like so. Again, you dip it. If there's too much on the brush, make sure you tap it off on your hand. Land it in here, and then work your way down. Also, you blend it upwards to your eyebrow. Okay. Hope you guys are seeing this clearly. So yeah. You don't really need too much product on your brush because you're just gonna look a bit scary. So just make sure you blend everything, and right underneath here, you just dust the remaining right there. And for the middle of your nose, you take the middle shade, which is a highlighting color, this one right here, or you could use the gold, but I'm going for this one right here. Tap it in. Let me just show you. 1, 2. Tap off the excess, and then apply it in the middle of your nose, just to further highlight. Yeah. And now that we've contoured, if you're satisfied with whatever your contour looks like, you can move on. If you think it needs a bit more, you know, dimension, or a bit more, you know, little something, you add some more. And it also depends on how dramatic you want your makeup look for the day and for whatever occasion. You can always add more. Next, I'm going to be moving on to setting my all over face and making sure everything is like, you know, blended. And as you can see where my highlight and my contour is. We don't want that, so we're going to use this MAC all over skin powder, which is the mineralized skin finish in the shade dark. It looks like this. They've got new packaging. This is the color. I think I could go for a darker shade, but because I applied a darker foundation, I want this one to be my all over powder. So I'm going to be taking this Real Techniques powder brush, it's a bit dirty, and the mineralized skin finish. We're going to tap it in, and then we're just going to place it all over her skin. You can tap it like this, or you can, you know, do this. underneath your eye. You can just put this all over. Everywhere you put contour, everywhere you put, you know, highlight, you can use this all over the face, so it doesn't matter. Just blend everything together. You can also take this underneath your chin. So once you're done with that, you can go ahead and do the rest of your face. You can add your blush. I can add my blush for you because why not, right? So the blush I'm going to be using is this Smashbox blush, and it's in the shade Heartbreak. This is a really nice blush. I really love it. I've been using it for the past week or month. No, actually week. So I'm going to take one of these powder brushes as well, but this is for my blush. So I've got two of them, one for my powder, one for my blush, and I'm just gonna, you know, swirl it in there. And alright, so for the blush now, yeah, if you got a rounded face, you want to stay within the contour lines of applying your blush. But if you got more like chiseled face already, you really don't need to do this. You can always apply it on the apples of your cheeks. So I'm going to show you one on this side and one on this side. This side is for faces like mine, a round face. You're going to add the blush right here, going upwards. So you're going to act like you're contouring, but you're going to do it. This is your contour. You're going to apply it up right here above your contour. And you're going to do it in the same motion as your contour, so going up to your hairline. I hope you guys can see this. So it should look like that. And over here is for my, you know, normal face people, already chiseled. You don't really need contour, you don't really need all this. So you can just apply it to the apples of your cheek, which is here. So yeah, so as you can see, this side is more contoured looking, and this side you can see like the rosiness of your cheeks, making it pop out more. But yeah, okay, so the last thing you want to do is like further highlight. This is for when you want your cheekbones, the high points of your cheek to pop out a bit more. And I'm going to be using the middle one and this one from the Face Form by Sleek. So I'm going to dunk it into the middle one first, dust off the excess, and right above your blush at the high points right here, I'm going to apply this. Oh, and I'm using this tapered brush as well. It's a contour brush, but it's a smaller version of the one that I used for my contour. Can find it. No? Oh yeah, here we go. So this is just a smaller version to this one. And I'm just going to tap it onto the high points of my cheek. And go again. Do it with the golden shimmery one as well, this one. And we're just going to apply it at the same place. And the middle one again, for down the bridge of your nose if it's gone from the last time you put it there. And also your cupid's bow. If there's too much, you just blend it out with your finger, like so. And I'm going to be using my Naked Illuminizer by Urban Decay. You can see this? Yeah. And it's just a baked one. I'm just going to apply it to the high points as well. yeah, I'm gonna apply my liner and my mascara, a bit of lip gloss or lipstick, and then come back to you guys, okay? Okay guys, so this is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I surely enjoyed filming it for you guys. I hope this helps anyone that's starting makeup and not really sure where to put what, you know. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it helped you, it might help somebody else if you share this video. I'll really appreciate if you share it. Like it, thumbs up if you do as well, and follow me on Instagram at kelszbeautz. I'll leave it right here or in the description box. I'll just leave a link, which is easier for you guys. Yeah, and all the products that I use will be in the description box as well. So until next time, you guys, stay blessed. I'll see you later, okay? Bye.